guys, this is Mike from Rage Break Gaming here, and I'm going to welcome you back to Let's Play YGOPRO Percy! Alrighty guys, welcome back. Last time I showed off my Exodia deck, again, but with an added win condition thanks to Final Countdown. Yes, the Final Countdown gave me a second win condition, and really, it's basically one of the best decks I've ever made, in my honest opinion. But well, I have other decks I want to show off, like this one. Today, I'm showing off my Shark deck. Yes. Now, those that follow me on Twitter, remember when I said this deck would make a splash? Well, yeah, I wasn't kidding. Literally, it will make a splash. My Shark deck will utilize level 4 water monsters, or in this case, level 4 fish water monsters, with one aqua monster being aqua spirit that can't be normal summoned or set. It can only be special summoned by banishing a water monster that's already in your deck, or rather already in your graveyard. So there you go. Now the nice thing about this is that you can utilize level 4 water monsters to summon Bahamut Shark, and by using Bahamut Shark's ability, you can utilize the awesome and sexy Totally Awesome, yes, or Toad as it was called back in the day. But yeah, Totally Awesome. You need two level 2 aqua monsters to summon it normally. But by using Bahamut Shark's ability, which allows you to special summon a rank 3 or lower water XYZ monster, you can summon this guy without the level 2 aqua monster cost. Basically, he can, once per turn, he can negate monster effects or spell and trap effects by sending one aqua type monster from our hand or face up on the field to the graveyard to negate the effect and destroy it, and then you can set that card onto your field. So let's say if your opponent used like Rengeki, for example, you can use Totally Awesome, negate the effect, he's sent to the graveyard, you set your opponent's Rengeki on your field, and then when he's sent to the graveyard, you can target a water monster that's in your graveyard, and you can either add it to your deck or extra deck, depending on what type of monster it is. So there you go. And of course, if you send White Stingray into the graveyard, and you special summon him from the grave, he's treated as a tuner monster. And I added the new Adamantia Rise Dragonite Synchro water monster as well. You can activate the top 5 cards of your deck, and if you do, return cards your opponent controls to the hand up to the number of rock monsters excavated. Also, the excavated cards that you sent will be put at the bottom of the deck in any order that you want. But the real one is the secondary. When your opponent activates a spell or trap card or effect while you have a water monster in your graveyard, you can negate that activation and destroy that card. So he's basically another negate monster, and a sexy looking one at that. See? Wink, wink. But yeah, also added White Aura Whale as well. When he's Synchro Summoned, destroy all attack position monsters your opponent controls. He can make up to 2 attacks on monsters during the battle phase. He can inflict piercing damage on defense monsters. And when he's destroyed, you can banish a water monster from your graveyard, special summon him, and he's treated as a tuner. So there you go. You also want to utilize Abyss Dweller as well. Now, if all cards that were used for his material summon were originally water, all water monsters on the field gain 500 attack, or monsters we control, that is. Once per turn, you can detach a material from him, and you can your opponent cannot activate card effects in their graveyard. Very useful. So there you go. Basically, Bahamut Shark, Toad, Abyss Dweller, the top 3 aces of this deck, with Abyss Rise Dragonite as the secondary. I also have Bagosta, the terribly tired tapper. Basically, if he's in face-up defense position, you can negate your opponent's monster's effects and put them in defense position. So there you go. Also added some negates. I got 3 Ash Blossoms, 2 Ghost Spells, which is basically a monster version of Called by the Grave, which you should already know at this point. I added 1 Evening Crescent, which I showed you guys already what it does, and I added 2 Effect Veilers, which will basically, it's like Evening Crescent, but you can use these on monsters that are normal summoned as well. So yeah, that's the difference. But yeah, otherwise than that though, it's pretty cool, and I will definitely show this off. Pot of Everest is now at 1 now. This was originally banned for a long time. You can target 5 monsters in your grave, you can shuffle 5 in the deck, and you can draw 2 cards. White Mirror will allow you to target 1 level 4 fish monster in your graveyard, special summon it. You can add 1 monster with the same original name from it from your deck. And of course we got White Fish Salvage, which will basically target a fish monster in your grave, add it to your hand, and of course if it's destroyed by your opponent's card effect, you can take a fish monster from your deck and either add it to your hand or special summon it. Basically, we got special summons, we got card drawing, really sexy card drawing effects with Moray of Greed. Shuffle 2 water monsters in the deck, draw 2 cards. Or from your hand, and draw 3 cards, I should say. Sorry about that, viewers. But yeah, we got draw power, special summon, negates, sexy extra deck monsters. We are set and ready to go. I recommend having 2 instant fusions. You can summon the level 4 fusion water monsters from your extra deck. Doesn't really matter which ones, as long as they're water types, to get into Bahamut Shark. So there you go. Otherwise than that though, that does it for the tutorial for the deck recipe. Now let's actually show off what it does in battle. And of course, just like before, let's go to the USA server, because the EU server is full of trolls. So you want to avoid that at all costs. So there you go. Now then, let's see if I can find ourselves a guinea pig. Be right back. Alrighty viewers, I'm back. Got our first guinea pig of the episode. Hopefully this guy will not rage quit on us like the guy that we had as our first opponent last episode. I mean, I can understand that though. My deck is my Exodia final countdown strategy, which is that fucking sexy. So I can get it. I dig it. But you still failed though, guy that rage quit it. But I get it. I get why you wanted to, you know, run away with your tail between your legs. Sorry, I gotta misconstrue that. Fail. That being said though, I'm gonna summon Cutter Shark here. The nice thing about Cutter Shark is that when he is summoned, you can target 1 water monster you control, special summon a fish monster with the same level but different name. Now I'm using White Stingray instead of Right Hand Shark in this instance, because I want to utilize White Stingray's effect from the grave. When White Stingray, as I mentioned, when he's special summoned from the grave, he's treated as a tuner monster. So one of my main goals by special summoning him is to utilize him for a Synchro summon. In this case, Adamantia Rise Dragnite. But, you know, if that's not the case, then well, oh well. But it's a good thing to have White Stingray in the grave. That's why I added Foolish Burial to this deck build as well. More so just to get this guy in the grave for, you know, our Synchro summons. Because the only way we're getting Synchro summons in this deck is by utilizing White Stingray. His grave effect. So, you know, there's that. But it looks like our opponent's using heroes, and the sad thing about heroes is that they are very, very spamming, and, you know, fighting them as opponents is just not that great. Now, with Solemn Judgment, as you might have saw in previous episodes, you pay half your life points to negate the summon or activation of a spell card, or trap card, or monster effect. Effect failure! There you go. And you can negate that card. So, there you go. Let's see. Earth Monster. Earth Monster would be Denian, I believe. He did normal summon this guy. Alright, yeah, let's negate that. There you go. That way we get 2 negates. Yes? Yes! Woohoo! But yeah, I was afraid that he was going to use, like, Call by the Grave there to negate Totally Awesome's effect. But yeah, as you saw, Totally Awesome can negate our opponent's effects. And, the nice thing is, when he's destroyed, you can target a water monster in your graveyard, add it to your hand. See what I mean? And then using Bahamut Shark, I can once again, remove a material from him, summon another Totally Awesome. Because, well, he's fucking totally awesome. Get it? He's fucking totally awesome. Otherwise than that though, I can't utilize Lantern Shark's effect, which would allow me to normal or special summon level 3, 4, or 5 water monster from my hand in defense position, because, well, I lack another water monster, so. Oh well, we can still do damage though. Get out of here! Goodbye! Alright, now, Should I set another Call by the Grave? I might as well, just in case. See, he's got Solid Man. Okay, that's good enough. Alright, but yeah, he's probably going to utilize the Grave, I'm assuming with Malicious Man, or, sorry, Malicious Guy from, you know, the Destiny Hero archetype. Hero list. Yep, negate that. I mean, the nice thing about it, though, is that he's paying half his life points for that. And, of course, if you manage to negate that effect, you're, in essence, helping yourself out in this case because he's wasting half his life points. So, all I gotta do is outsmart him. And if I can do that, it's GG. Now, Vinian. Let's see. When he's normal summons a hero monster from the deck to the graveyard, what is he sending? Haha! I figured! No. Negate that, bitch. When Shadow Mist... Really, dude? Raids quit? Wow. As I was about to say, when Shadow Mist is in the sent to the graveyard, you can add a hero monster from your deck to your hand. Unfortunately, our opponent was a bitch. Because, oh no, I negated so much of his effects, so much so that he ran away. Yeah, I prevented him from playing Yu-Gi-Oh! I know, it sucks, but well, got a deal! Come on, dude. Whatever. In any case, let's find one more guinea pig. Be right back. Alright, viewers, one more duel for the day. Hopefully this guy will not rage quit like a bitch. I mean, I understood it last week, but still, it's like, come on. Can I get one duel, one opponent that does not rage quit on me when I'm about to fucking win, or I outsmart them too much? Is that too much to ask for a game? Really? Whatever. In any case, once again, using Cutter Shark's effect, summon a water monster identical to his level. Judging from my hand, I can use Ghost Spell. As I mentioned, Ghost Spell is basically a monster version of Call by the Grave. You can negate cards that were added from the graveyard to the deck, hands, or extra deck, special summoned monsters from the graveyard, or banishing cards from the graveyard. Ghost Spell can use her effect to negate all those damn effects. So, you know, there you go. Once again, White Stingray in the graveyard, so I can utilize his grave effect. I can negate Strong Ash Blossom, grave with that. So let's go with Bahamut Shark. Unfortunately, if only I had at least one Effect Veiler or Evening Crescent in my hand, I could, you know, my hand would be perfect. But oh well, nothing doing here. But yeah, like, if I had Effect Veiler in my hand instead of Lantern Shark, I can negate my monster's effect without using Totally Awesome's effect. But, well, them's the breaks. So let's see what this guy has. Let's see. I guess whatever, viewers, the thing is with these kind of duels, you have to rage quit! Wow. Fuck it. I'm done for the day. Seriously! We didn't even get not even 1 minute or not even 2 minutes in the duel. He didn't even do his turn. Wow. Now, the viewers, what I was about to say before he rage quitted on me was, with those kind of duels, like if you're using a deck like mine that's basically full of negates, you gotta plan out your strategy thoroughly. I don't recommend using a lot of traps that you have to set on the field unless they're solemns. If they're solemns, good, set them. But the majority, or the main purpose of this deck is to negate. Basically, Toad, or Totally Awesome, I mean, Effect Veiler, Ghost Spell, Call by the Grave, Evening Crescent, Ash Blossom, Solemns. Pretty much, those are your key negates for this deck. And of course, utilizing this guy, who can basically negate your opponent's monster effects. But it also negates your effects as well. So if you don't want your effects negated, switch him to attack position during, you know, the turn that you want to actually get some shit done. So, there you go. I also added Utopia and Utopia Lightning in this deck. More so because when Lightning attacks, your opponent can't do shit. And then you can discard, or remove 2 materials. He gains up to 5,000 attack. So it was good for a time, or monsters in which you have to OTK them. So, you know, there you go. And of course, Silent Honor Arc, when he summons, you can detach 2 materials, target a face-up monster, attack position monster your opponent controls, and attach it to it as material. And if he's destroyed by a battle card effect, you can detach 1 material from him instead. It can avoid his destruction. So, there you go. But yeah, viewers, that about wraps up today's episode of Let's Play YGOPRO. I'm sorry the duels were basically full of opponents that were basically bitches, but well, them's the breaks. We get those a lot when you go pro. If you outsmart your opponent and they rage quit, that means you are better than them. Keep that in mind. Otherwise than that though, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed today's showcase. But yeah, here's my deck recipe once again, so feel free to copy it down. And I hope you guys enjoy it, because it's another one of my favorites. So, there you go. Utilize it to the best of your ability. But yeah, otherwise than that, that wraps up today's episode of Let's Play YGOPRO. If you enjoyed this episode, please be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to my channel for more gaming vids from me, hit the bell icon to stay notified whenever I upload new stuff on YouTube. You guys have something to say? Leave a comment. Be sure to follow me on Twitter to get updates on my videos and channel and stuff like that from time to time. Trust me, you'll want to. And of course, until my next video, this is Mike from Rage Break Gaming, and I hope your rage breaks. Have a great day. Smell you later.